All right. Hello, everyone. We'll just get started in a minute. I'm just waiting for all the students to join in comfortably. If you're in on the comments box, just give me a hello. So this is going to be another guided newspaper practice class. We're going to take up a very interesting article. It's around an interview of the director of this web series. I'm not sure how many of you have seen it or have heard of it. All right. Hi, Sharan, Vinil, Dheeraj, Ajanta, Gagandeep, Inder, Zarka. Hi, Hita, Dheeraj. Good to have all of you. Okay. All right. So what we are going to do in this guided newspaper class is that we are going to cover 3 rounds of this entire article. The first round will be around listening and reading. So I'm going to be reading out the article for you slowly. All you have to do is listen and at the same time read the whole thing. Try to understand what is written. Okay, that is the objective. The second round will be speaking. So I will go 2 to 3 words at a time. Just repeat loudly after me. Okay, focus on the pronunciation, the stresses and pauses. And finally, the last round will be writing. So I will ask you your opinion on what you think of this, and I'll also ask you to frame sentences out of the new words we learned. Okay, hi everyone. Shivank, Anu, Babicha, Sadhna, Dr. Shaheen, Phoebe, Aditya, Gayatri. Good. I see some new students as well. Some students who enrolled yesterday into the advanced programs. Zarka, Shivank, welcome. Good to have all of you in these classes as well. Okay, so let's begin. All right, so this is around this particular web series called Scam 1992. It is around this person named Harshad Mehta, and he was supposedly a fraudster, and the entire web series is around him. Okay, so let's start. And this is basically an interview of the director of this web series. Okay, hi Jia, let's begin. The buzz around Scam 1992, the Harshad Mehta story, a web series directed by Hansal Mehta that released on Sony Live recently, refuses to die down. So, what refuses to die down? It's a long sentence. Tell me, something refuses to die down. What is that something? Just let me know on the comments box. I will just go forward. The show about one of India's biggest financial scams put the spotlight on Mehta for its taut story, direction, and acting. So, what do you mean by the word taut? Okay, taut is basically means tight. So, if I have a rope with me or a wire with me, okay, in normal condition it'll all be loose and it'll all be loose, right? But if I just pull the two ends, then it'll be tight. So that condition is called taut. Okay, it'll be tense and tight. That is called taut. Okay, so this particular show was taut story, which means it had a very tight story, good direction, and good acting. Yes, refuses to die down. Yes, correct, Sadhana. So we are talking about the buzz. The buzz around this refuses to die down. This is the subject and this is the verb. So see how far apart they are. Okay. Now, in this interview, the filmmaker speaks of a new phase in his career and why shooting the show was one of the best experiences of his life. New phase means a new part of his in his career. Okay, a new beginning. Now, how did this idea of Scam 1992, the Harshad Mehta story, come up? So the interviewer is asking this. So this is what the director says. Many years ago, I read the book The Scam: Who Won, Who Lost, Who Got Away, 1993, by Sucheta Dalal and Debashish Basu. I tried to pitch the story as a film, but no one was interested in it. When Samir Nair, the producer, and I met 3 years ago, he mentioned that he wants to make a series on this book. I came on board. When I say I came on board, means I joined that. Okay, so it was his idea, and this guy joined. There were 2 reasons for that. To make a white collar drama. What do you mean by white collar? White collar jobs, you might have heard of this word, white collar jobs. It means office kind of jobs. Okay, so your collar does not get dirty, right? If you're wearing a white shirt to that job, your collar is not going to get dirty. It's a white collar job. okay, to make a white collar drama and to relive my growing up years. So basically, when he was young, he supposedly would have witnessed this scam firsthand. So he's saying, I wanted to relive that as well. Okay, and he's saying, we don't tell white collar crime stories. So we don't have those kind of stories nowadays in India. So this was an opportunity. Even when we do, they are flaky and dumbed down. Tell me, what is the meaning of this? They are flaky and dumbed down. So even when we have white collar stories, they are flaky and they're dumbed down. What do you mean by this? Good, Rahul, Sadhna, Gagandeep, Dheeraj. Others keep participating. Tell me. Aditya, hit and flop. Okay. Now, flaky means disconnected. Okay, so think of conflicts. Okay, you have each of these spaces, each of the conflict is separate from the other, right? It's not really joined with each other. So flaky means it is not connected to each other. It is all, so basically a loss of coherence. Okay, they're all disconnected. Dumbed down means it is simplified. Okay, so maybe the director thinks that, hey, people will not understand about stock market and all that, so let me really simplify it, dumb it down. Means simplify it and tell, hey, share market, this price, profit, loss, in a very simple way, not go into the technicalities. So that's how it has been in India, but now in this series it is a little different. So see the next question. The 10 episode show has lots of details. What kind of research went into it? That is what the interviewer is asking. Okay. So then this guy says, Sumit Purohit and Saurabh Dey, the writers of the show, met Sucheta a number of times. They met brokers of the 80s and the 90s. The way trading was done then has become a kind of folklore. Folklore means a story of the past which is thought of in a nice, good way. Okay, that is called folklore. So earlier in the 80s and 90s, people used to go to the stock market and they used to physically buy shares. Now you can just buy it through a mobile app. Okay, but earlier you had to go to a stock market and you have to scream, you had to literally, buy from a crowded space and so on. Okay, so those stories have become these fables, these kind of legendary stories. Okay, 28 years have passed since the scam came into light. What do you mean by since the scam came to light? What is the meaning of this? Tell me. Since the scam came to light, what is the meaning of this? Very, very interesting. I'll also ask you one more. India was at the cusp of change then. So, two very good words and phrases. Scam came to light and cusp of change. Tell me, what is the meaning of both these words? Very good, Aditya. Okay. Hi, Shiv Kailash. Yes. Good. So came to light means came to be known. Okay. Since the scam came to light means it came to be known that time. Okay. 28 years have passed since the scam came to be known by everyone. India was at the cusp of change. Very good, Dheeraj. So cusp means on the verge of, at the beginning of, okay, at that precarious moment of. So now things are going to change. So that very moment, that is called cusp of change. Okay, so you will say, so RCB was at the cusp of victory yesterday, but then they lost the game. Random example, okay, which means they were about to win, but then they lost. It's like the cusp can be also tip. Yes, good, Janardhan. Good, Rahul, Anu, Amit. Very nice. Madhvi, Ajanta, Phoebe, Amit, good job. Okay, next. We started writing the script towards the end of 2017 and finished our final draft in August 2019. It was 550 pages long, so such a long script. It was a mammoth task to make it visually engaging. What do you mean by mammoth? If you say something is a mammoth task, yes, very good. It is a gigantic task, a massive task to complete. Okay, it was a massive task to make it visually engaging. What do you mean by visually? When you look at it, it should be interesting. Okay, and the audience should always think, hey, what's going on? What's he going to do next? Okay, visually. It was one of the most exhaustive and satisfying processes of my career. Exhaustive means a lot of work involved. Okay, making it very tiresome. And satisfying means getting that inner peace when you're doing something good. Okay, good, everyone. Harpreet, Phoebe, Amit, Dheeraj, Shivank, Aditya, Amit, Gagandeep, good. Rahul, correct. Now, next question. How did you go about the casting, which is one of Scam 1992's strengths? How many of you have actually seen this or even one episode? Type me if you've actually seen this or even one episode of it. Okay, let's go forward. Writing and casting happened simultaneously. That's what he says. It helps to have a face attached to a character. Okay, I instinctively wanted a Gujarati speaking actor, someone from theatre, to play the role of Harshad Mehta. Okay, Pratik, so the protagonist, Pratik Gandhi, was my first and final choice. The casting of Shreya as Sucheta took some time. Okay. Fine. Good. Sadhna, Gagandeep. Good. Phoebe, Manoj. Good going, everyone. Okay. There are some other amazing actors, including Satish Kaushik as Cobra Killer, who are part of the ensemble. Ensemble means part of the cast, part of the crew. Okay. Now, when Satish Ji came to know that I was working for on Scam 1992, he said he was ready to take up any role. Okay. So this particular actor was that enthusiastic about it. Now he is getting such appreciation for his acting. Okay. Several casting decisions were inspired, including that of Rajat Kapoor, Anant Mahadevan, and Nikhil Dwivedi. So these are the other actors. Okay. Okay. Some of you have. All right. Good. Aditya, you have. Okay. After Gangs of Wasseypur, a certain kind of casting was being done in Badland movies and shows such as Mirzapur, Rangbaz, Patal Lok, and Jamtara. So what it says is, all these shows follow a certain type of casting. Okay, so you need these violent characters, these rustic Indian characters, okay, who speak a certain way or who behave in a certain way, right? So that was what was happening. But this, he says, the director says, is a little different. Scam 1992 is set in Mumbai and is dominated by Gujaratis and Marwaris. So the casting had to be different. So he says, hey, I cannot follow the same process of the past because in this case, it is a different city. Okay, it is not the rural power struggle kind of a setup. It is more of the stock market, Mumbai, slightly different. Okay, fine. Okay, one more paragraph, one more question, and then we'll go to the other activities. How did you create Bombay of the time? So in 1992, the city was different, right? It's not all swanky and fast like how it was now. It was a little different. So that's what the question is. How did you create Bombay of that time? Okay, Bombay of the time. It is a combination of shooting on locations and visual effects. I sent my son Jay, who is the co-director of the show, on a discovery mission. So this particular person, Jay, went around and he tried to figure out how he can get such locations that look like Bombay of the past. I don't always recognize Mumbai, but I breathe Bombay. Are you able to guess the meaning of this statement? Are you able to understand this? I don't recognize Mumbai, but I breathe Bombay. Are you able to understand what this means? Swanky means posh, Madhavi, very posh. Say for example, malls are swanky, which means very neat, clean, posh. Okay, all looking high end, high class. Tell me the meaning of this phrase. I don't recognize Mumbai, but I breathe Bombay. Okay. Good, Shivank. Good. Phoebe, Aditya, Dheeraj, Gagandeep, Khatija, Amit. Good, Sumi. Very good. Very nice. So he says that I am a little disconnected with the current city. Okay. But I connect really well with how the city was in the past. So the way the culture was, the way people behave and the different activities and so on of the past is something that he can connect with, relate with. Okay, and he's very attached to that. But now he doesn't understand. Now it's all different and modern. He doesn't connect with that. Okay, very good. Rajinder, Anu, Rahul. Yes. Phoebe, Sadhna, Amit, Donna. Good. Janardhanan, Sharandeep. Good. Okay. This is the world where I worked as a computer programmer. From Mahalakshmi to Nariman Point, both two locations in Mumbai, from Mahalakshmi to Nariman Point, I used to visit this belt regularly to meet my clients. What do you mean by I used to visit this belt? Belt means a strip of land. Okay, so from Mahalakshmi to Nariman Point, the speaker thinks of this as a strip of land. So I use this belt to use this particular part of the city to commute regularly. Okay, so I used to visit this belt regularly to visit my clients. It had textile mills and corporate offices. Okay, we chose the locations and production designers took over. We chose the locations and production designers took over. I had several elements in mind, but there was no pictorial reference. So the director says that I did not have a picture. I had some elements that it should be like this and like this, but I didn't actually have a clear picture. For example, the challenge for my 26-year-old director of photography was to shoot with old tube lights. Okay, so that's how 1992 was, right? The concept of pretty light did not exist then. Okay, so these were some of the challenges that the team had to face. Very good. Good. Sadhna, Anu, Rahul, Amit, Gagandeep. Nice. Janardhanan, Aditya, Tina. Good. Meghna. Very nice. Good job, everyone. Okay, so we have done this. Now, tell me your opinion about it. Now, when I'm asking your opinion, you can give it to me from any angle. Okay, one is you can talk about the scams. You can say that there are always loopholes in processes, but people should not look to exploit them because the government can hold you for that as well. Okay, or you can talk about how such series can be created. So it's very difficult to create something of the past. You need that exact picture. You need to do a lot of research on it. So you really admire these directors. You can say that. Okay, you can talk of some other angle too. You can say that the actors have to do a lot of research on how to speak. Maybe the language itself has changed a lot. Maybe certain words were used a lot during that time but not used much now. Okay, so those words have to be used so that it seems as if the entire story is of the past and not something that has happened now. Just I'm giving you a few ideas. I want you to express what you think. Just boldly express what you think. But it should not be a 1 or 2 word expression. You should not say good, bad. Okay, I want you to tell me exactly what you are thinking about this. Okay, at least in one line. Go ahead. Hi, Hiren. There is no WhatsApp link. You can download the app and you will get the alert. Okay, so you will find the app link on the video description later. So you can download the app. You will get the alert there. Others, give me your opinion. Very simple. Quickly. We'll then have to move on. We'll have to do a speaking exercise, and then we're going to do a reading exercise, and then we're going to do sentence formation exercise. Aditya, okay, best web series as compared to others. Good one, Aditya. You're talking about how the show is good. Gagandeep, I've heard of the series, my friends, but I haven't seen it yet. It seems like this concept is different. Good one, Gagandeep. Anu, there are series which is based on reality, process of writing involving critical thinking. Good, Anu Gulati. Hi, Anu Adhikari. Good morning. Sadhna says the importance of selecting the right characters. Very good. And how directors' right decision can make a huge success. Good one, Sadhna. You're right. Madhvi, in recent days, we have seen other scams as well, which are revealed after many years. Good, Madhvi. Meghna says, after this serial, Pratik Gandhi's acting is very good. Okay. After this scam, Citibank close. Okay. It's highly difficult to cast a series which portrays the past. Good, Janardhanan. It is in the hands of the casting director who can decide better on this arena. Beautiful. Good one. Good, Janardhanan. Very clear. Very decisive about your opinion. Okay. Good job. Ajanta says, very exciting to know about the past. We don't know. We does not know. We don't know. Ajanta, till now. We can come across many past incidences. Phoebe, the scam is about an Indian web. The scam is an Indian web series. The Indian web. Okay. It is based on true story. This article dealt with. Good one, Phoebe. Nice. Good job. Okay. Wonderful. So now what we can do is let us take another question, and all of you will think as if you are the director of this particular show, and you will repeat as if you are answering the question. Okay. Let's do. Very nice. Good one, Dheeraj. Beautiful. Good, clear sentence. Nice, long one. Complex sentence. Good job done. Now, how do you stay non judgmental whilst telling the story of a mastermind of such a huge scam? So, are you getting? So, how to not portray this person as a hero or a villain, but to just show the story? So, that's the question. Ready? Let's start. That came naturally. Okay? Repeat after me. That came naturally. When I started making biographies, from Shahid to Omerta to Scam 1992, I tried not to romanticize but humanize the characters. Okay, romanticize means to make them larger than life, okay, to make them look better than what they are. I tried not to romanticize but humanize the characters. The biggest challenge was to maintain the arc of the characters and the tonal consistency of this voluminous script. Okay, let's keep going. Next. You've been open about many professional rejections that you faced. What kept you going? Okay, so now you're going to answer. I wake up to a new start every day. Okay, a very positive sentence, so it should indicate in your voice. I wake up to a new start every day. Okay, show it positively. I had my share of bitter experiences and failures. Okay, but what kept me going was the fact that there were stories to tell. I joined the industry by accident 27 years ago when I went to ZTV with the proposal for Khana Khazana and they okayed it. Right? With that, I found my calling. Found my calling means to find your passion, to find your dream. Okay? That is called to find your calling. One more. Yes, all of you just repeating after me. Just give me yes if you're all repeating after me. Next question. Did Shahid help you find your voice since you have chosen to tell a certain kind of story after that? Next. The experience of Shahid made me brave. It would never have been made had I not agreed to make it on an impossible budget of around 70 lakh. Okay, impossible budget. Stress that word. It would never have been made had I not agreed to make it on an impossible budget of around rupees 70 lakh. Good, Prayukta, Khatija, Shivang, Alekhya, Rahul. Good going. Phoebe, Sadhna, Shiv, Anu. That was Hansal Mehta 2.0. Okay. I experienced a dip with Simran, another movie. Now I am experiencing Hansal Mehta 3.0. Recently, Omerta re-released on OTT and received a good response. My next film, Chalang, is set to release on November 13th. I have even acted in 2 commercials. I have had a busy lockdown. Okay, good, Ashwati. Good job. Okay, so now tell me, quick checklist. Did you all pause whenever you hit punctuation marks? Like full stops, commas? Did you all punch up in certain words like say impossible? Okay, did you have a slightly humorous tone at the end? Just give me a yes if it's true for at least most of the questions that I've just asked. Did you pause after punctuation? Did you punch up? Did you have some kind of humor here and there? Did you genuinely express? Good. Good. Zarka, Gagandeep, Tina, Jia, Alekhya, Dheeraj, Anu, Ajanta, Amit. Good. Shiv, Amit, Janardhanan. Good. Shivank, Meghna. Very good. Phoebe. All right. Okay, good, Ashwati. Okay, so now let's go back to the top and let's take up certain interesting words that we learned and let us create sentences out of it. Okay, so let us take the first one. All right. So let us take this word, flaky. Okay, flaky means not consistent. Okay, not coherent. So you can say, I found the contents of the book to be flaky. Okay, I found this movie to be flaky. It had good potential, but the story turned out to be flaky. Tell me. Easy one. Good, Rahul. Aishwarya. Okay. Good. Sometimes thoughts are flaky. Pattern of speaking to be flaky. Good. Contents of a movie can be flaky. Most of the movies, yes. Others, good. Gagandeep, Anu, COVID has made business flaky. Brave, the politicians are flaky. Good. Donna, she has a flaky personality. Good. I found my speaking to be flaky. Okay. I have a red, which was flaky. Okay. Good. Good job, everyone. Be careful of the spelling though. FLAKY. Okay. Good. Good. Coming along nicely. Couple more. Okay. Cusp. On the verge of. Cusp of. Okay. On the tip of. So give me sentences with cusp. Cusp. On the cusp of victory. Okay. Cusp of change. Cusp of changing my job. Okay. On the verge of. On the tip of. Very simple. Good. Cusp of the exam, cusp of promises, cusp on the chili looks cusp on the cake. Cannot look cusp. You will say on the verge of, right? Others, Gagandeep, Janardhanan, though the white tigers are at the cusp of extinction, good people continue to hunt, not continues, continue. Good one though, Janardhanan. Others, keep adding, keep adding. Hmm. Okay, good job, everyone. Cusp means on the verge of, cusp of winning the match, cusp of the result, cusp of getting the result. I missed it at a cusp. Doesn't make sense. Cusp of new technology, Phoebe. Cusp of victory, Ashwati. Good. On the cusp of my journey. Okay. Works. I was at the cusp of winning the youth festival. Good job. Good job. So cusp means on the verge of, at the tip of. Okay. So you will say, right, I was on the verge of victory. I was just about to win. So similarly, you will say I was at the cusp of victory when something bad happened. I was just about to win when something happened. Okay. That is how it means. Okay. Next, let us take another one. Okay. Voluminous. Voluminous means something in large volume. Okay. So you can say that the syllabus of IELTS is voluminous, huge, lot, okay, very detailed, voluminous. Voluminous, you will say that the writings of APJ Abdul Kalam are voluminous, which means huge volumes. Okay, usually you refer to book as volumes, yes or no? First volume, second volume. Usually technical books are referred to like that. Yes, have you heard of it? In your undergrad, I'm sure you might have come across these very big books, and you would notice that that's just the first volume, and then you have the second volume, the third volume. That's called voluminous. Good. Some of you have come across that. Ajanta, Dheeraj. Medical studies are voluminous. Okay, acceptable. Speeches are voluminous. Voluminous literature survey. Bundles of paper are voluminous. Good, Rahul, but you can add a little more meaning. Okay. Voluminous amount of words. Good. Has increased in voluminous. Doesn't make sense. Anu. Voluminous means very lengthy. So we cannot say COVID-19 has increased in very lengthy. Right? Doesn't make grammatical sense. You can say in huge volumes. That is different. Donna says sometimes studying abroad is out of reach for the middle class as expenses are voluminous. Expenses voluminous, fine. Accepted. Memorize voluminous scripts. Good, Janardhanan. Very good. Donna, syllabus of engineering is voluminous. Phoebe, difficult to read Harry Potter because it is voluminous. You don't have to say it is such a voluminous. Okay. Okay. All right, wonderful, wonderful. So that brings us to the end of this particular session. We did 3 full rounds of it. The first round being a combination of listening and reading. Then we did the speaking round, your opinion expression round, and then we also did your sentence formation round. Okay, so that brings us to the end of this session. We will of course have other sessions. I'll keep seeing you there in the forthcoming ones. Now, just a quick announcement in case someone wants to get into one of our advanced programs. I'll just tell you about it, but this is not for the existing members again. So Donna, Jia, Anu, almost everyone here, right? Sadhna, Shivank, Khatija, all of you are Shipra, all of you are existing members of the Fast Track program. So this announcement is not for you. Voluminous is an adjective, Gagandeep. Good question. Okay, good question. So I'm just going to tell you about this and then we will close. If you're already a Fast Track member, of course, you can leave now. This is just an announcement for anyone new who wants to join. Okay, so this is the link to the admissions form. I'm just sending it on the chat window. In this particular program, you will have all the learning features. So you have your recorded lessons, listening, reading, writing, speaking, grammar, vocab, pronunciation, all of it done inside the mobile app. You can have a look at it. You can have a look at the entire syllabus. If you have the app, you click on store, you'll be able to see that. Okay, then you will have live classes happening every day. So Monday to Friday, 7:30 to 8:30, you will have practice classes, and then weekends 8 to 10 p.m. you will have concept classes. Okay, 1 week per section. Then we will have personal reviews, which means for listening, reading, writing, speaking, we will have detailed reviews, and you will have 10 full-length mock tests. Okay, and each mock test will contain all the 4 sections. So that's why it's highly rigorous. For LRW, we'll give you the questions, solve it, send it back to us. We will evaluate and give you a report. So it's not just correction. It's a detailed report that you get. Similarly, for speaking, I will come in video form. You will answer your questions. You will record it. You will send your entire recording, which is basically like the full exam. Okay, and then you get a report for it along with the score. And then the final feature is doubt clearance. So if you have doubts, queries, concerns, you can keep putting it on the app chat and we'll keep helping you out. So I have sent you the link. It's also there in the video description. Fill up the form. Our counselor will get in touch with you. You can have a discussion, ask all your doubts, and then you can get in. Yes. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Gagandeep, Anu, Zarka, Phoebe, Meghna, Ashwati. Yes. Correct. Good sentences, Zarka, Gagandeep. Yes, Sadhana, correct. Good, Shipra. Yeah, thank you, everyone. Bye bye.